Morning everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode for 2019. A big happy new year to you. Hope you had a good 2018, celebrating 2019. So we're back in crypto. I'm just going to change this camera angle slightly. Yes, we're back. I'm just making sure everything is up and running okay. Hopefully it is. I'm just going to check to see if anybody is in. Who is in the house? A couple of people. Okay, so we've got a few people in. So, big happy new year to you for 2019. Hopefully in crypto land it's going to be a brilliant 2019. But we need to wait and see. I need to wait and see what happens. I'm just going to jump over and see who's in the house just now. We have T-Lock Eyes for You is in the house. Welcome to you from San Francisco. Excellent. What time is it over there? Just after midnight. Peggy Johnson is in the house. Welcome to you. Alex Jug. Imran, JC Standard, Rafi Bogosian, George Charles is in, Brad Barney, Jason Ray is in the house as well. And saying Happy New Year. Morning all, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year's. It's saying Rafi, good morning buddy, 1:30 AM in Utah. I'm glad I finally get to see you live. Excellent Brad, good to see you here buddy. Good to see you here. So a lot of people are still in kind of holiday mode just now. A lot of people are not going back until Monday. So we might get a few people in. High Plains Drifter has just joined us as well. Okay, we'll just jump right in just now and see what's happening in markets overall. Just refresh this. This is from CoinMarketCap. We're up, which is good to see. And before I go on, if you can go down to the like button just now, hit that like button just now. That'll be much appreciated. Helps the channel grow. Okay, so we have Bitcoin at 3,894. A lot of people thought it was going to go down to 3,000 after the new year. Kind of dipped and then went back straight up and nearly reached 3,930 I believe, but we didn't quite get to that 4,000 level, so hopefully we can today, and we'll just have a look at the markets as well and see what's happening with Bitcoin. Ethereum has taken second place, so it's taken its spot back from Ripple and from XRP, sorry, and it's taken second place from XRP again. So that's jumped up to $153. Ripple or XRP is 36 cents. At the moment that's up also. And we'll just see who's the winners. OneRoot Network is up 48%. So that's in at number 92. So I was looking at this earlier on as well. Chainlink is up 13%. Ogre, Dentacoin, Digitex, Deo, Icon is up, Theta, Moac, Monero. So there's a lot of them in the green just now. Just see who's Digitex Futures down to number 94. We're going to have a look at that later on. A lot of people are not happy with Digitex Futures at the moment. So that's down. So we've got about 12% down and 88% in the green just now. We'll just have a look at the bigger picture. And OneRoot Network has gone up 168% over 7 days, over 24 hours 60%, over 1 hour 14%. The volume is what caught my eye for OneRoot Network, because I didn't know what OneRoot Network was. Never heard of OneRoot Network, but it's jumped into the top 100 there as well. And we can see here on CoinMarketCap, which is a bit slow just now. And Canon Chain's up 122% over 7 days. Star Chain, eChat, CoinSuper, Alchemint, Paragon, nearly all up 100%. So still opportunities to be made out there. It's not all about Bitcoin, but this is a OneRoot network. So it's oneroot.io. Just a bit slow on the live just now. Okay, too slow, we'll just leave it. Okay, so we'll have a look at the main market capitalization, 133 billion, so that's actually up, which is good. Bitcoin dominance is down to 51.1% as well. Okay, so just have a look at Bitcoin just now. I was just looking at some of the top risers on Binance, but we'll have a look at Bitcoin, BTC, USD, and see where that could be heading. Cryptocurrency, everything's slow just now. On Bitstamp. So we're looking at this when I was making a call of the day. I said I thought Bitcoin was going to go up to 4,000 when a lot of people thought it was going to drop to about 3,000 or so. It did kind of go down. We'll look at it on the 1 hour chart. So this is a 1 hour chart. So it did drop to around about 3,600 the 28th, and it came down to about 3,600 again around about the 31st, when a lot of people thought it was going to go down to about $3,000 down here. But went to 3,600 and kind of bounced back up again. It briefly got to 3,919. So it looks as if that 3,900 is still a kind of resistance for Bitcoin just now. So if it can break that, I think we're going to go up past that 4,000 psychological level. That's going to be the next level after 3,900. But it looks as if there is definitely some resistance there around about the 3,900 level. So we'll need to wait and see what happens. But on the 1 hour chart, it's broken the 70 EMA, has broken the 50 EMA crossover. Look on the 4 hour chart, it's also broken there as well. So there's a few bullish signs for Bitcoin just now. So it's not looking too bad for Bitcoin price at the moment. We'll just have a look at Ethereum and see what's happened with Ethereum as well. Running very slow today. Pain in the butt. Come on. I'll just go to Bitstamp again. $151 at the moment. So it's kind of hitting some kind of resistance level there, around about the 150-ish level. So need to wait and see what happens with Ethereum as well. But it's certainly looking good. If you could have gotten a crossover from 88, you'd be nearly up 100% from $88 for that, which is really good. Okay, just have a look at Cardano. Really liking the look of Cardano. Made that call of the day the other day when I put a video out. Still liking the look of Cardano. It's at 1127 Satoshi. Just now it did get up to 1163 Satoshi. But again, with the crossover there from around 886 and 1000 again, that would have been a good percentage rise. So still a long way to go if we look at the macro picture. You can see the kind of high for Cardano was about 8,000 or say 9,000 Satoshi. So still a long way to go to get to its all-time high, but the tech has fundamentally changed, so I think that's going to be a big one in 2019. I think XRP is going to be a big one in 2019 as well. Just too much good news going on for XRP just now. And we'll look at the Bitcoin price. $9,440 at the moment. Still doing well on the daily chart. So it looks as if it's bouncing off the 50 EMA each time. It's never really gone below that for a while. 9th of October was the last time it went below it since it crossed over on the 20th of September. So it's looking good for Ripple at the same time as well. A couple of coins on Binance that are doing well. GTO has just gone up about 10%. That's a buy just now. Link or Chainlink has gone up. Just started to move as well. Crossover you can see there on the daily. Ogre has gone up as well. Crossover on the daily. And getting Icon ICX is just coming up as well. And the likes of Vibe as well. Called them as well in the premium group. Okay, just a very quick look at the premium calls that I've made in the premium group. So we've still got a few of them in play just now, but the overall average gain in December is 12.26%. That's for the premium calls. If you want to join the premium group, you can. There's a link down below. So that's the overall average gain just now. We've got a few in play just now. 3rd of January, so it'll be the 28th of December. 27th of December. A lot of these will be finishing because we've only got 7 days once the calls are made. So we've got from the 29th onwards. Vib and Vibe just starting to rise just now. Cardano already risen. Sub and these are the calls that are in play just now. We've got obviously January started as well, made calls for January as well, but I won't show you that. So December looks as if it's going to be a 12% average gain. November was a 7% average gain, October was 11% average gain, and September was 15% average gain. Okay, let's look at some of the news. Okay, so this is about Ripple. Confirmed 12 companies adopting Ripple's XRP-based payment solution, XRapid. So it's just gone on to, this is just a confirmation of the number of companies adopting Ripple's XRP-powered cross-border payment solution, XRapid is expanding. A total of 12 companies have now confirmed they have either implemented or plan to utilize the technology. And so far, Ripple has confirmed crypto exchanges Bittrex, Bitso, Coins, PH, and Bitstamp will use the software solution to boost payments between the US and the Philippines, and the US and Mexico. And Ripple also says payment platforms QLX, Mercury FX, Catalyst Corporate Federal Credit Union will use XRapid to improve the speed of the customers' cross-border payments. So this is more good news for Ripple as well. There's loads of news coming out for XRP and Ripple, separate entities, but there's loads of news coming out about it, which is really good. Okay, Digitex futures has gone down just now, and we'll just look at kind of what's happening there just now. It's kind of since come back up. So it did go down from about 1750 down to about 1160. Why was that? Okay, and in the tweet about 15 hours ago, you can see here with 2018 firmly behind us and the early access waitlist for the beta launch officially closed, you might be wondering what's next, and this is what's next for Digitex futures. So quarter one, it's got kind of what's happening in quarter one. Quarter two, they're saying with Ethereum being breaking back into its rightful position as the second most valuable cryptocurrency after Bitcoin, Digitex futures launching the first ever commission-free beta version. You would think that quarter one couldn't be improved on, but quarter two is going to be the official launch of Digitex futures, the platform. So they're expecting things to kick off in big style quarter two when we launch our fully functional custodial futures exchange to the general public. A lot of people were thinking that was going to be quarter one, it's quarter two, so a lot of people are kind of getting out of it. But it's since come back up. As I said, it was kind of way down, and we'll just look at it again. It was way down to about 1151. And we're talking about, it's a big kind of percentage drop, a 33% drop, but it's since come back up to 1315. So we need to wait and see what happens with Digitex futures. They kind of pushed the launch date back. I can't even remember if the launch date was in quarter one, but a lot of people are saying it was meant to be quarter one. That's going to be the launch date. Obviously, I know the beta version was coming out as well. I think they've changed that slightly as well. So a lot of people not happy with that. Bitcoin Genesis block turns 10 as crypto advances into 2019. So 10 years ago today, on the 3rd of January, Satoshi Nakamoto released his code into the world with the Genesis block. So January 3rd marks 10 years since Satoshi Nakamoto released the Bitcoin code into the wild and created the Genesis block, sparking an open source movement for a decentralized future. Many celebrated Bitcoin's 10th birthday in 2018 on October the 31st, the day Satoshi released the Bitcoin white paper. However, it was only on January the 3rd of the following year that the Genesis block was created. So we need to wait and see what happens with Bitcoin in the next 10 years. Is it still going to be around in 10 years' time? Hopefully, I've no doubt it will be, but we're going to have to wait and see. I keep saying that, we're going to have to wait and see. Lou Klassen, the Bitcoin Foundation's executive director, said, "As we celebrate this day together on January 3rd, 2019, we encourage everyone in our community to share their thoughts on the last 10 years of Bitcoin and their view on the future of Bitcoin using hashtag GenesisBlockTurns10. So if you want to kind of wade in with that, you can on Twitter, the hashtag, or Facebook with the same hashtag as well, or on YouTube with the hashtag as well. Hashtag GenesisBlockTurns10. Put that hashtag in as well. And what else do we have for the news? Very briefly. What did I have? Can't remember what I had. Yeah, it was Ethereum. It was about Ethereum breaking. That was the news headlines. Okay, so I was looking at also how to last a crypto winter. It's talking about seek simplicity and manage complexity. This is from CoinDesk, but there's a couple of things in there as well. Simplicity for investors, and these are kind of some of the ways that they're talking about. There's a myriad of ways to become a well-informed cryptocurrency investor, but after making my own missteps, I have a few simple policies that can help cut through some of the complexity. Stay skeptical, definitely. Stay skeptical. I think that's one of the big things in cryptocurrency. A lot of us can see a lot of money coming, and we can see some projects have gone, this could make a lot of money, and we jump straight in. But if we stay skeptical, I think that's going to be I think that's really good advice. Do your own research, always good advice. Dollar cost averaging. I think I've been saying this throughout the whole year in 2018. Dollar cost average into the good projects. And psychological periodicity, which is something I've never heard about before. So I thought I'd kind of highlight this. Doesn't look good that way. So as discussed above, there is periodicity present in cryptocurrency market that is not present in other similar markets. Before investing, consider you may have to wait several years for the market to cycle to a point where you have made a good investment. 2018 has had a lot of similarity to 2014 in that all-time highs occurred near the start of the year and markets have sold off in stages throughout the year. For much of 2015, BTC USD was in 200s, and this was an excellent time to acquire Bitcoin. I suspect 2019 will be similar to 2015, where valuations stay depressed and the market consolidates throughout the year. So that's psychological periodicity. Periodicity. It's called periodicity. That's quite hard to say that. Well, it's not really once you get your tongue around it. What else we were looking at? This is from Armin van Bitcoin. I just thought this was quite funny. He's just saying 3,000 we're going lower, 4,000 we're going lower, 5,000 we're going lower, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 we're going lower, and 99,999. Told you so, time to buy. So he's just talking about when kind of really should you get into kind of Bitcoin. Now, obviously, is a good time to get into Bitcoin. New York becomes the first state in the US to have a crypto task force as well. I'm going to do a dedicated video on this actually. I don't know why I'm going this. This is for the dedicated video. So I won't talk about that. I'll just jump straight back to the chat. So I'm making this shorter as well. So I'm going to do a dedicated video. So what I'll be doing is I'll be doing the chat, some of the headlines and the kind of main news and chat again with you. And then I'll do a dedicated kind of news video. I'll do a dedicated call of the day video as well. A lot more work, but we'll see what happens with it. I'm going to try it and see how it goes. Imran Chowdhury, crypto lenders are cashing in on the crypto bear market. Yes, indeed. Marcus Shafari is in. Good morning to you. Mark Paul is in. Good morning to you. Ephraim, what's your advice about buying Digitex now? I'm on the sidelines. If I'm being really honest, I'm on the sidelines at the moment. I kind of got out a few months ago of Digitex. I did get out a few months ago when he was kind of giving the talks and the kind of swearing stuff happened, stuff like that, and I expected it to go down once he was kind of swearing and stuff like that. And it did go down and I stayed out of Digitex. So I'm waiting. I'm on the sidelines at the moment. That's my honest opinion. And I did tell people that was out as well at the time. Stephen Seedhouse is in. Good morning from Wales. Good morning to you. Carlton Roy. Hey Steve, where is everyone? Happy New Year. I know there's not a lot of people in. Kathy Davison, morning all. Just checking. I bought quite a lot of Digitex following this call. Do you suggest we sell? Nope, I'm not saying that at all. I'm certainly on the sidelines at the moment before I go back in. So I'm just waiting to see kind of what happens just now. But it might be a good time to kind of get back in, or it would have been a good time this morning to get back in because it's going up again from 1100. If you've done your own research and you believe in the company, believe in what they're doing as well, check it out and kind of buy into it. Honest Crypto Journey, good morning to you. And Happy New Year to you as well. Happy New Year to everybody. Loyal Tanji, Happy New Year to you as well. Imran, I've got a sneaking suspicion we're going to hit a double bottom on BTC. Still not out of the woods yet before there's a change of sentiment totally. I'll hold my hands up and stand corrected if otherwise. Yeah, I think with Bitcoin, we're going to have still ups and downs without a doubt. There's no doubt about that. We're at 3,833 at the moment. Bitcoin, so it's kind of going sideways. You can see this is on the daily chart. You can see it's kind of going sideways at the moment, but still in the right direction. It's going up and sideways, which is good to see. If we can break 3,900, if we can break that thing, we're going to go up to 4,000. That'll be another major kind of resistance level. If we can break 4,000, then I think we could see 4.5 up towards 5,000 over the next couple of weeks. But it has to break that resistance of 3,900, then 4,000, then up to kind of 5,000, I think, or 4,400 and up to 5,000. So we'll see what happens, but it could go back down again, as you said. So the double bottom would be round about 3,180. IT Financial, good morning to you. Bernard Ronald, hello Steve, Happy New Year to you as well, Bernard. Cole Phillips, good morning to you. Justin Sun reacts to claims Tron cryptocurrency tech is garbage by Jed McCaleb, but rich of Justin when he went on the offensive on Vitalik and ETH, getting some of his own medicine. Oh, bit rich for Justin to do that. Yeah. This was kind of talking about when Justin Sun, when it was kind of said that Tron was garbage. Don't know if you've seen the tweets about that. But there was a lot of kind of hoo-ha about that as well. Crypto Don Wan, good morning to you. Happy New Year to you as well. May 2019 bring us all health and wealth. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it will bring us health and wealth. Health and wealth, yeah. Countdown to BABB explosion, yes. So where is BABB just now? We'll just have a look at some of the other ones. BABB just now is still in the trading. You can see here this kind of trading zone just now. We're still in this channel, and it has been there since kind of September, but we're towards the upper level of the channel, so we have kind of broken out and we're looking to break out of that channel. I'll just look at the KuCoin.com / I think we're at 10.11 again, 10.11 Satoshi. No, at 11.12, so it's gone back up. So there was a big sell-off at 11. I think 15 million were sold at 11 Satoshi, but we've gone to 11.12 again, which is good. So still looking good for BABB. Obviously, they're going to bring out more news in January this month. So it's looking good for BABB at the moment. Metamorph, where are they just now? We've been looking at them for the past couple of months. Metamorph down to 119, so that's kind of going sideways at the moment. Probably due about a bounce from here, so it might be a good time to look at Metamorph again. It's only 300,000 for the market capitalization. Howdo as well, been looking at them, and they're way down just now as well. Probably their all-time low since it came on in November. So we're at 320 at the moment. I expect that to go up quick once they kind of start releasing. They've got the beta version out just now, and they're looking for kind of testers. If you want to go and test the app, you can do that just now and upload. I've uploaded a couple of things and just looked to the platform as well with Howdo. I'll take a deeper dive into that as well in another separate video. I think that's it for the moment. For the charts, I think that's the other ones we're looking at. So just go back to chat. EOS, good shorting. Good morning. That's from Kig. Any thoughts on BABB and the banking licenses? I think they'll have the first one towards, or this month. Hopefully they'll have the first one towards the end of this month. Hopefully that will come. And plus other news as well. I expect other news to come out as well. Justin Sun is an incredible young man. Yep, I would agree with that. You think we could see BABB get delisted from KuCoin soon? I know KuCoin, we're delisting a lot of coins as well. I hope not. I hope not. That's why it's important that they are on other exchanges. So I hope they don't get delisted. Hi all, Dignity is a scam. Moas betrayed. Check Moas Twitter, please. Ah, shit. I hope that's not the case. Ronnie Moas. That's the 3rd of March. Oh, what's happened here? If it kills me, I'm going to have the Dig ringleaders thrown in jail, going after Miami resident James Lee Goldberg now. Midnight now, filing a report at Miami Beach Police Department. It will be more than likely also be forwarded to the state attorney. What's going on? Thanks, Agatha. I'm only getting warmed up. I will take on all these scam artists on my own. What? Something's big gone down there. So what's happened with Dig? Tone Bays for giving me an opportunity to set the record straight. He did for me in terms that I couldn't do 100,000 tweets. Oh wow, so something's happened with Dig. Obviously it has turned out that the kind of scam artist, but without knowing the full story I can't say what that is. And this was something we spoke about earlier on in 2018, I think it was June or something, 2018, June, July. And I said it looked like a good opportunity, but got out. Yeesh. Thanks for highlighting that, I didn't know about that. Bitcoin Phoenix. I need to look into that. Chardan, Happy New Year to you and your wife. Happy New Year to you and your family as well, Chardan. Good to see you here, not seen for a while. Lots of great things to come, says Loyal Tanji. Thanks for the $5 donation, really appreciate that, mate. Imran Chowdhury, 2019 will be the year that projects that kept quiet and heads down working in 2018 will start sprouting the use case into the real world. Yes, that's what I believe is going to happen 2019 as well. And we're going to see a lot of these shitty projects just disappear altogether. And the likes of, well, there's loads of projects that are going to do well in 2019. And I think there's brilliant opportunities out there. Just now I think there's amazing opportunities out there. Bitcoin will be the first one, would obviously be the very first one. I would have to say Neo would be one as well for me. Ethereum would be one as well, being honest. Litecoin, obviously. The big ones, the big top 10s, if we look at the kind of top 10s. And where they are just now compared to where they've been. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple I still think is going to do brilliant. Wouldn't touch Bitcoin Cash. EOS not too sure about, but still think it could do really well. Stellar, Litecoin, wouldn't touch Bitcoin SV with a barge pole. Tron still like. Cardano think it's going to do brilliant. Neo is going to do brilliant I think. Ethereum Classic had a bit of a blow, but I still think it's going to come back. NEM not too sure about. Dash not too sure about as well. Binance Coin I think is going to do fantastic as well. So if you're looking at the top ones, there's still brilliant opportunities out there just to buy and hold. Literally, this isn't now the time to buy and hodl. I think 2018 wasn't a good strategy to hodl, but I think now is the time to buy and hodl for a lot of these projects. A lot of them. And especially the top ones as well. So yeah, that's what I would do in kind of 2019. If I was just going in just now, looking at this and doing the kind of more research and stuff like that, I would buy the likes of Ethereum, Ripple, kind of Bitcoin obviously as well. Neo, I'd definitely buy as well. Binance would definitely buy. Cardano, definitely. Tron as well. So yeah, I would definitely do that. Lawyers must be making a killing, all these blockchain scams and tragedies, yeah. They'll have to learn smart contracts at law school to understand scam tokens. Blockchain starting to affect clerical jobs. Yeah, I could imagine. that happening as well. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now. So it's going to be a shorter format in the morning for our early morning chat. It's only going to be half an hour or so. We'll just be looking at some of the major headlines in the news, chatting with you, and looking at the kind of coins overall, or the market overall, seeing what's happening, and then we'll leave it there, and I'll do a dedicated kind of 10-15 minute video on other kind of news stories as well as they kind of come out. I'll do that later on, and I'll do a call of the day as well. That'll be a 5-minute video call of the day. So that'll be more or less every day. I'm going to try that and see how it goes, see if it brings the kind of channel up, if we get more subscribers or not. If not, I'll go back to the old format and see how it goes from there. Okay, have a brilliant day, everybody, and thank you for joining me, and a happy new year to you. And we'll see what 2019 brings us. It's going to be interesting for sure. It's already started off quite interesting as well. Okay, have a good one, and until next time, which is tomorrow, namaste. Take care. Bye now.